morning. It's Monday morning. I have some chai tea brewing. I just dripped that. Brewing, steeping, I don't know proper tea terminology, but this is my favorite mug. It's from TJ Maxx. I got it, I think back in 2021. It was my senior year of college, so I'm pretty sure that was 2021. But I don't have an eventful day today. I'll probably read Love and Other Words by Christina. I just started that yesterday, and it's really good. It's really good. And it's my 9th book of September, which is fairly abnormal for me. Usually I read like 4 to 5 books a month, like once a week. But I'm on my 9th book this month, and I'll talk about that in like a reading wrap up at the end of the month. Or like somewhere in this vlog, I don't know. Probably won't finish it today, but probably gonna get a good ways through it since I have nothing to do. So I'm mostly just trying to relax and maybe reading a little bit, maybe cleaning up my room some. I have a lot of laundry to do, but for a really chill day, I was gonna take you guys with me. I don't know where, but I was just gonna like film what I'm reading and maybe reading for the week, maybe taking you guys anywhere that might be somewhat eventful. I'm not sure where this week will take me, but today it's chill. So I've been seeing a lot of people post like OOTDs and BOTDs on like TikTok and stuff, and I think they're so cute. So little giggle moment. My shirt is from the University Bookstore circa like 2018. My leggings are Amazon. My socks, Walmart maybe. And my book, Christina Lauren, Love and Other Words. I'm 31 pages in. I read the prologue before starting, of course. I think this book is gonna make me cry, and I'm ready for it. So we'll see how far I go today. Look what I have. It's a smoothie. So I wanted to show you guys this really quick because I think it's really cute. In my apartment, I had one of those like really big, like 5-6 shelf bookcases, but I left that behind because I couldn't carry it out to my car by myself, and I still need to fully move out of my apartment. But this is what I have right now. These are not all of my books either, because there's some stacked behind. As you can see, there's stuff back there, but this is what I'm working with. I just think this little stack of little romance is so cute, and I'm so excited to start reading The 7-Year Slip. I'm gonna read it in October, part of my like fall to be read, but I'm so excited for this. I've heard such good things. So I have hardly read today. I'm not in the reading mood. I've read like 6 pages. I'm just not in the mood, and I don't know why, because this is literally gonna be my 9th book this month. So I don't know if maybe I've like pushed myself into a reading slump. I hope not, but it's a really pretty day outside. I would show you guys, but then you would see like my neighborhood because my bedroom faces the street. But it was a really gloomy day today, and it's like really sunny out now. It makes me want to like go on a walk, but then it's like 3 o'clock, so school's letting out. So I don't really want to walk when there's a bunch of school buses and traffic. So maybe I'll pump out some reading. I'm just not in the mood, and it's gotten pretty today, so I kind of want to walk. Here, I'll show you guys this guy. See? It's so pretty. I love this time of day in my room because it's just so bright. The light just pours in. I figured out why I'm not reading. I'm not in the mood for this. I have had this since my birthday in March. My sweet boyfriend gave me this book for my birthday, and I've just been putting it off and putting it off. And in my defense, I started reading Throne of Glass this year. So in between all of those books and everything else on my TBR, this just got pushed back. And then I found out that it's great to read during the fall season. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait until fall. And like 2 days ago, at least two days ago from today, not when I post this, was the first day of fall. So I thought it was perfect, but I'm not in the mood for it. I'm in the mood for sports romance. So this month I read Weekside by S.J. Silvis. I loved it. Honestly, that's an understatement. It became one of my favorite romance books ever. I am not a sports romance girl. Like these are the kinds of romances I read. Like, I'm not a sports romance girl. Like I'll start them and then I'll like read halfway and then I'll DNF it, because like the writing, the plot, like I don't know, just a lot of them just like I don't get into them, and I'd like to get into them. But I loved Weekside, and ever since I've just been like searching for another book like Weekside. But I also have so much on my TBR, and especially like my fall TBR, that I don't want to sit and read a sports romance. I want to read my fall TBR, but I'm not in the mood for my fall TBR. This is such like minor problems I'm having. Okay, I'm not okay. This book is gonna make me so unwell. I have to read you guys some of my favorite lines. Hello, future Allison. This is going to be a spoiler. I will put a timestamp on when you can fast forward, but if you want to read the book, do not continue watching this clip. I will wait so you can fast forward. Okay, the spoilers are starting. I didn't notice it yesterday, couldn't have, as he grins in his decision as he slides the menu gently back into the holder, as he reaches for his napkin and lays it carefully across his lap, as he looks up at me, pursing his lips slightly in happiness. Or would they have blended together, blurring, known as the constellations of tiny mannerisms that slowly becomes just Elliot? It was always my plan to live wherever you were. That plan failed, but I figured my odds of seeing you again were pretty good back in Berkeley. This throws me, as in I'm a brick and have been hurled at the glass window. Oh, you knew that. You had to have known that I'd be here, waiting. I swallow a sip of water quickly to reply, I don't think I knew that you were still hoping I loved you. I nod quickly at this bombshell interruption, looking for the rescue of our waitress bringing food, but she isn't there. You loved me too, you know, he says quietly. It was everything. I broke up with my girlfriend last night. She's calling. She thinks she wants to talk, but really I think she just wants to yell at me. She won't feel great afterwards, so I'm sparing us both for now. I swallowed past an enormous lump in my throat. You broke up with her last night? He nods, toying with a straw wrapper and thanking the waitress quietly as she deposits our food in front of us. When she leaves, he admits in a low voice, You're the love of my life. I assumed I would get over you eventually, but seeing you yesterday, he shakes his head. I couldn't go home to someone else and pretend to love her with everything I have. Good night. So this book is set in California, San Francisco area. And I realized, I mean, I'll be in LA area, but I might end up forcing John to go on a road trip with me up to San Francisco just to like visit the spots at these books in this book. Cause like they're talking about Goat Rock. I mean, I'll go see Goat Rock to go see Goat Rock, but I'll also go see Goat Rock because of this book. Hello. This is my first time checking in today. because I didn't feel like filming anything, but I have a package. I bought a tripod because I'm getting so serious about this YouTube thing. But I figured I would open it with you guys just for funsies. I'm excited. This will help like set up some of my angles. Neat. I'm hoping this is going to be sturdier than my last one because my last one was pretty bad. ASMR. Ooh. Do you open? It's sturdy. Ooh. I'm excited. Yay. I don't like reading directions in the slightest. But I don't know what any of this is. And I'm almost too stubborn to look. Oh, I thought this was gonna be easy, and it's probably easy. I just need to look at the dang directions. Oh, I wasn't supposed to, they're a lot easier to pull out now because I was doing it wrong. Oh, I was doing it way wrong. Oh my gosh, this is like really sturdy. And then I raise it by like this. Yes. Oh! I am like too amazed by a tripod. But this is so much nicer than my last one. So this is nice. This is very nice. How do I close it? I don't want to break it. I just bought it. Unlock. Okay, that's all. I should not be struggling this much. Oh. We're gonna ignore that I struggled that bad. That was embarrassing. Okay, in my defense, look at how small these instructions are. That's tiny. That's tiny. So that's why I'm like, it's all up in my face. The only thing I don't like about like phone tripods is like, it's slinky and it pinches my fingers. And that's annoying. This is like so sturdy. My other one was so bad. It was so bad. What does this do? What is this? Oh, I can even put a camera on this. And a GoPro. I don't have a GoPro though. I also don't have a camera. But I could put a camera on it. And a GoPro. I don't think I need either of these attachments. I think I literally just needed this. Oh. That noise is scary. New tripod. And it's sturdy. I'm a quarter of the way through 11 Other Words and I have things to talk about with it. So first of all, I love both the characters so much. I would have genuinely been friends with Macy as a child. Honestly, even as an adult, I would still be friends with her. And Elliot is perfect. He is amazing. I love him. The plot is really good. I really like the split timelines, especially all the backstories that we get with their childhood and the development of their friendship, and then that development into a relationship. And I really like the present setting as well. The confliction that Macy has is written really, really good. The thing I don't necessarily like about the present day is almost Elliot's adamancy. To me, for some reason, it just feels a little bit like a red flag, and I think that's just my own personal thing with it. But I don't necessarily like his adamancy, but this book is so good. I have a theory that he cheated because in the present day, they keep talking about what he did. She keeps saying too that she has some things to have been blamed for, but that's not my favorite way that second chance romances go, is when one of them cheats. It just feels weird to like keep rooting for them to get back together. I will say this is not one of my favorite tropes, so that is something that kind of bumps this book down in my eyes, kind of, just because I do love like enemies to lovers and fake dating just so much. This is one of my favorite tropes, but not my most favorite. But this book is quickly becoming one of my favorites. I know I'm getting to the part where we'll be told like what happened, why she like walked away from him 11 years ago and like went no contact, and I'm nervous. I don't want it to like ruin how I think of Elliot, because I know her looking back at their childhood, like she's painting him so perfect, other than the times that they were like jealous teenagers. But I'm just worried that it's just gonna taint my view of them so bad. So after I finished reading is when I will update you guys. I'm on page 270 out of like 400, so I imagine I'll finish it today, if not like really early tomorrow. But I will update you guys again when I have finished. I finished it. That was gut-wrenching. That was painful. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. And I should have known walking into it, it wasn't going to be like one of my top favorite books. It's definitely one of my favorites. I think the writing is phenomenal. I think the characters are amazing. I think it's such a good story. But for me, second chance romances just, they always fall short for me because I just don't like what happens. Finding out why they stopped communicating and stuff, because there is such a build up to who they were before the bad thing happened, and the bad thing just always makes me feel like I can't forgive the character who did wrong. As much as I love this book and as much as I love Macy and Elliot, it's such a good book though. I will relentlessly recommend this. It was so good. But be prepared, you will cry. You will cry. I was not wrong about saying I was gonna cry. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Okay, so I'm trying to decide what to read next because I just finished Love in Other Words, obviously. But that ending was a lot to process. So I'm trying to decide what I want to read. I want something heartfelt. I know the 7-Year Slip I want to start reading like in October, because in my mind I don't want to start it right now because I want to enjoy it as like an early fall read, since there is a paranormal aspect to it. And to me, September is not fall. And I also know, like, with how short this book is, I'm gonna finish it in 3 days. So I don't want to read this yet. I would like to read The Summer of Broken Rules, but it doesn't feel like summer anymore. So I'm a little bit like, do I want to save this for next summer? Or like in the middle of winter when I'm missing summer? but I'll also be living in California. And granted, like, I know they have winter. I know that sounds stupid, but like, it's not the same as like a Kentucky winter with like ice storms. I'm not sure if I want to like end summer with this, because it also looks really like heartwarming and kind of like a rom-com, which Love in Other Words was not. That ending was deep. I need something light. I have notes on your sudden disappearance. From my understanding of it, it's a little bit of a mystery. I haven't read the back in a while, but I also bought this book because there's an inside joke about this between my mom and I. There's yours truly. I know everybody's heard about this. I don't think I'm in the mood for this. Lunar Love, which also seems like it would be really just like a rom-com heartfelt, but I kind of want to save this for like the winter. And then Mad Honey, which I know I'm not in the mood for. But then everything else on my TBR is down here. I have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which I'm not in the mood for. And then the only other three would be Shatter Me, Caraval, or Before We Were Strangers. And I know I don't want to read this because I don't want to read another second chance romance. Oh, I also have The Fine Print. This is the one I'm leaning most towards, and I also have some on my Kindle Unlimited. I'm leaning more towards this. This would be my 10th book in September. That's nuts. I'm honestly kind of in between like Shatter Me and The Fine Print. And I'm really like not into fantasy right now. I still have to read Kingdom of Ash. I'm not in the mood for it. This, oh my gosh. This is huge. I like can't start this yet because I just can't. I'm not in the mood necessarily for fantasy, but like I kind of want to get into Caraval, so I don't know. I'll decide by tonight and figure it out, I guess. I like that there's a playlist at the beginning. I don't listen to music when I read, but that's fun. I'm really tired. I've just spent 5 hours working on my interior design portfolio today. I'm job searching for jobs in Los Angeles because I'm moving in 2 weeks. Scary. I'm updating my portfolio and I'm updating my website, and I've been working on that all day, but I have not been reading like at all since I told you guys that I was starting The Fine Print. It's really good. I'm reading it on my Kindle right now. Look at how cute my stickers are. I want to order some more. Both of these are Taylor Swift themed, which I love. They're some of my favorite songs from Midnights, but besides the point. I want to say I got to 20% of the way through last night. Yeah, I'm 20% of the way through The Fine Print. I'm on page 81, and I have the physical copy, but for some reason, I don't know, I don't like this physical copy very much when I'm like laying in bed at night and reading. And since the Dreamland Billionaire series is on Kindle Unlimited, I'm just reading it on Kindle Unlimited right now. I'm enjoying it so far. It's not what I expected it to be. When I first picked it up, I thought it was gonna be like a really cool fantasy novel, because like, I don't know, something about this cover just like screams fantasy to me. Or like, not fantasy, I'm blanking. Dark Academia. Like, perfect for it. And then I found out that it was a romance novel, and so for the longest time I was like, I felt betrayed by the cover, and I was just like, I don't want to read it because it's not like fantasy or Dark Academia. And so then I picked it up around my birthday in March, and then I would just like never got in the mood to read it, and now I'm in the mood to read it, and it's good. And I knew that it was gonna be about like a theme park, but like it's literally a knockoff Disneyland / Disney World with smut. It's a little bit weird describing it that way, but it's good. It's shockingly good. I don't know if I'll keep you guys updated before I'm done with it because I've been so busy, but that's where I'm at so far. Maybe I'll finish this by tomorrow. I don't think I will, because isn't tomorrow the last day of September? Yeah. I'm not gonna get this done. I keep switching back and forth. Okay. I don't understand this book. I'm still reading The Final Offer. There's no romance, and I feel like there's no chemistry between either of the characters. Like, she sent in a drunk proposal and got the job. And they have just been clashing the whole time, and not in like a cute enemies to lovers way, in a like getting sexual attention from each other way. Like, that's it. It's all lust. Like, I don't know how to describe what I mean by there not being like chemistry. They're like doing something right now, and it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense because they're falling for each other, but they also don't know each other. They have like weird small interactions, and then they like text each other, but like the text messages aren't anything but just like really cringy jokes. I'm not liking this that much right now, and I'm really disappointed. I'm 38% of the way through, 157 pages. I almost DNF'd this last night because I was so frustrated with how their relationship is going. Like, they're not even developing like a friendship. And Rowan is insufferable. He is so whiny and just like woe me and just self-deprecating. It's like so unattractive, and he hates the world. And I feel like the supporting characters are really shallow. So shallow that like I can't distinguish who is who because they don't have any defining like traits. I also feel like Rowan, and I can't even remember her name because I'm so unengaged in the book. I think you say Zara? I might be saying that wrong. I'm sorry if I am. But they're both also so shallow. Like, he's just this hateful, bitter, angry person, and then she's just this ray of sunshine, and that's it. There's nothing else. It's just so shallow. It's so shallow. Okay, I wanted to stop the vlog here. I know I only read like 1.5 books in this vlog. I'm sorry about that. It wasn't a big reading week for me, but I have to move out of my apartment tomorrow, so I know I'm not going to be reading a lot, and hopefully I'll get into more reading sometime next week. But I will be talking about the fine print and what I think about it in my next vlog. So bye guys.